souls. My name is Elif and I welcome you to Evolve with me. Crazy times we're living in. And it's also a great time to be alive. Many of us here at this time, you are the special ones. You are not more special than anybody else, but you've come with a great calling and a great purpose. And I just want to bring you the messages that you might need at this time to help you wherever you find yourself on your journey. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a channeled message, a love reading. If your person is a Pisces, then this message might be for you. I'm channeling Pisces energy to let you know where they are on their spiritual journey, where they are in relation to this connection. Okay, so I'm a psychic medium and I'm a channel. I channel source energy, I channel messages from source, and I'm a spiritual healer. And my life is dedicated to this work. So I'm just here with you guys right now to share some of this energy, to share some of the information, because I know we're all going through it at the moment. The split has taken place and there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of navigating 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D. There's a lot of stuff coming up to help us to clear out, give us the opportunity to clear it out so that we can elevate in our life experience. Okay, so if your person is a Pisces, then this message is very possibly for you. I always ask that you guys trust your own guidance system. I am not here to tell you what your truth is. I am not here to hold your truth and hand it over to you. No. Everything that you have your own guidance system. You are gods and goddesses in your own right, and you have all of the information inside of you. You are a walking encyclopedia. I am here just to read the energy because it's not so easy for everybody to do, and to bring you clarity where you may need it, but it will resonate with you. So please, if it does not resonate, it is not yours. Don't try and make it fit. Let it go. It's for someone else. This is a general reading. Not everything's going to resonate, okay? If you want a more personal reading, my details are below. You can contact me via that email. I do readings via voice recording, and I do coaching via video calls, okay? So yeah, this is a general collective reading. Everything may not resonate. If it does not fit, don't force it. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. That's your confirmation. And if it triggers, believe it or not, that's where your work begins. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to ask very specific questions. I'm going to be asking about what's happening on Pisces' spiritual journey at this time. What's happening in their energy. What happened in the relationship that brought you guys to where you are. How they feel about you, what their thoughts are about you and their relationship, and what the purpose of this connection is. And then I'm also going to look at outcomes, possible outcomes, okay? So, what's happening in your person's journey? What's happening on their spiritual journey right now? Okay. What I'm picking up in their energy is definitely this desire for sovereignty, to be able to honor their own free will. Not to people please or to do what's going to make anybody else happy, but to make choices and decisions that are authentic. This is what Pisces is being called towards. And what that does is it can sometimes create insecurity in relationships where there has always been a different dynamic. But it's a gift not only for Pisces, but for everybody that Pisces has a relationship with, because when we do things because of conditions, because we're afraid of the conditions if we don't, because we're trying to please somebody else, we're trying to make somebody else feel loved, we're trying to make somebody else feel seen, it's not authentic. We're doing it we're sort of vacuuming the entire floor, and everybody's satisfied because they know you're doing the vacuuming, but you're not plugged in. So at the end of the day, when you all need to come and sit down and enjoy the space, it's not going to be clean. It's counterproductive. That's what I'm saying. And so to understand, Pisces must be in a place where they understand how important it is to honor and to value free will. It is one of the gifts that have been bestowed on us based on this 3D reality, based on the reality here on Earth, where we have free will and no one is supposed to interfere with it. It is one of the laws. We have free will and there's a non-interference. So even when we interfere, this is why we have such a lot of negative karma. Because we in one another's lives, in our relationships, we think controlling and interfering is love. Because we see that something's going to go wrong. And often we do not honor the non-interference law. Because remember, every person has their guidance system. They're receiving guidance from source, from their team. You are not more knowing and seeing than their guidance system. So it's as if we're saying, I know better than God. I know better than the universe for this person. So I'm going to interfere here because I love them. That is interference. That is dishonoring their free will. And you attract negative karma. And you wonder why. And it's because we've been taught that that's what love is. And it's not. Alright, so Pisces is at this place where they are understanding the incredible gift and the value of free will in their experience. And they're wanting to honor it by making authentic choices based on their guidance system, based on unconditional love. And not based on the demands placed on them or based on what their fear drives them to do. Okay. If I don't do this for this person, they're going to leave me. They're not going to love me. That's fear-based decision. That's got nothing to do with love. Okay. All right. What else? What's happening in Pisces energy? Something you thought finished burst back into life. Okay. So something that seemed to have come to an end, something that seemed to have gone through a death process, something that you or Pisces or both of you thought was over is going through a rebirth process and burst back into life. And I think that this has got to do with, this includes you. I think that your relationship is going through a rebirth. That there is a new passion, a new love, and a new appreciation for you coming to life within Pisces energy. There's a new understanding. It's like a second breath. I'm getting that energy of a second breath. It's like the phoenix rising, where everything seemed, there was a tower moment, things seemed to fall apart, totally collapse. The entire concept of the future, the vision, you know how when you're in a relationship and you're building, you have this future idea, you have this vision of the future that you look forward to, and everything you're doing is working towards that. All of that came crumbling down. And this is what I'm hearing. It's because God's plan is better than yours. What the universe has in store for you is so much more than you can ever imagine. And something new is coming to life here. This is a nice energy. This is a beautiful energy. Okay. So what happened between you guys? I see the tower moment. I see old concepts, old ideas, maybe dynamics between family members and relationships that had a lot of control over Pisces' decision making. Those have collapsed. Everything needed to collapse so that something new could be built, something better, something more of a match to what Pisces has become. Okay. So what's happened here in the past to bring Pisces and my viewer to this place? This was a challenge. You see this mountain? It's got sharp peaks, lots of snow, it's cold, it's not an easy climb. This is what it felt like being in this connection. And you didn't know if you would see the other side. It didn't look like there was any hope. But there is. The next part of this phase is downhill. And it's fun. It's not the uphill climb, it's the ski downhill. And it's a lot of fun. There's a rebirth taking place in this connection, and there's a new chapter. An unexpected, unforeseen chapter. Something you thought was finished bursts back into life. And it's what both of you deserve. There's a new appreciation and a new sense of value from an authentic place that both of you needed to find and discover through everything that happened. Everything that happened was the best thing that could have happened to you guys. Even though it was painful and frightening. How is it that Pisces feels about you? How does Pisces feel about you? How does Pisces feel about you? Okay. Feelings. Okay. Pisces does not want this relationship to be over. Pisces does not want this to be the end. Give me another one. Pisces does not want this relationship to be over, because if this relationship with you is over, they feel like they will never stop grieving, because they would lose their happily ever after. Without you, they don't believe they can have the Ten of Cups. You see that? You see that happy family and the cups shining above them like a rainbow. This is wish fulfillment. This is happily ever after. And Pisces wants this with you. Pisces loves you. You are their world. What are their thoughts? What are their thoughts towards my viewer? Pisces wants to take action towards you, wants to come towards you and express their passion for you, and Pisces misses you and desires you and has probably been watching you quietly from a distance, just feeling so drawn and attracted to you and wanting to reach out and wanting to express these feelings, but they're afraid because I think that they feel like they messed everything up and they regret what they've done, and they don't expect you to believe that they suddenly have this clarity and this new perspective and this change of heart. They think that they've burnt this bridge with you. And they think that making their way back to you is going to take a lot of work. They can't just expect things to be okay all of a sudden. So there's a lot of thought going into this. They're also worried about what you think of them and how you see them now, because Pisces feels that you must have lost respect for them as a result of what's happened. What's the purpose of this connection? Purpose. What's the purpose of this connection? Okay, I'm hearing spirits say the purpose of this connection is for both of you to move into 5D, for both of you to realize that reality is not based on what you see around you. The conditions of your world is not. So for example, when you go to the doctor, they ask you what your symptoms are, and then they decide, okay, that's what you must have that disease. Things are not always black and white. You can't base your truth off of reality. If that person doesn't smile with me every day, they must hate me. You can't base your truth, the truths about yourself, off of conditions. You can't say, because the conditions are so, this is reality. You have lived in a world as humans where this is what you have done for the longest time, and you have only been able to go so far. You have evolved beyond that. You are ancient souls. You know that the conditions are simply a set of physical contributing factors put together in a particular way. You are free to your perception. You get to read them, you get to perceive them in your own way, and each and every person can look at those same conditions and perceive them in a different way. You have free will. You choose how you see things and interpret things. And if you see, as humans, we are so lazy. We don't want to think a little bit bigger. We don't want to consider that there could be other possibilities. You guys have come here to evolve beyond perceived limitations, and together, that is who you will experience yourself to be moving forward, and those around you will admire you for it, because you will not be so bound by conditions moving forward. You have come into one another's experience to set one another free, but also to teach other people and give them permission to set themselves free from the conditions. We cannot be unconditional in love if we are conditional. Do you understand? You have come, the purpose of this connection is justice. And that's what I've explained. That's what I expressed to you. Outcomes. Outcomes. Queen of Pentacles. This queen has home. There's nurturing, there's love. The Queen of Pentacles is the card of the wife, the homemaker. That pentacle is the pentacle that the King of Pentacles gave to her, which is security, stability, financially and emotionally. If this is your reading, I see you going all the way with this person. This is going to be like one of those love stories those Hollywood love stories where there's all these, where it seems impossible and then things just work out just miraculously. This is a beautiful reading, and if this is yours, congratulations. Please comment, let me know if it resonates. I love to hear back from you guys. Thank you for your interaction. Please interact with this video because it helps the algorithm, and then it pushes the video out there so that more people can have access to it. Thank you for all your support on my channel. Whatever you choose to do what is best for you. Love and light, and I'll chat to you guys next time. Bye now.